Today for art, you'll need a pencil, black marker if you have one, a white crayon, color pencils, and a white piece of paper. Let's get started. So for today for our project, we're going to be inspired by the book by David Shannon called David Gets in Trouble. You can see some of the illustrations of our character David, and you can see some things that are notable are his teeth and his little hair. And we can see how we do the face outline and how it's with simple shapes. And so we're going to create our character very similar to David. So first you need your paper and your pencil, and we're going to start out by drawing the face first. So you're going to point to the middle right here, and we're going to just draw a circle. You want it about the size of your fist. I'm going to move it out of the way, and I'm going to draw a circle, and I'm going to keep going till I get that shape, because it's hard to draw it the first time. Once I get that shape kind of accurate, that circle, the next step is we're going to draw a bump for the nose. And then we're going to draw some crazy lines out for the hair. Now let's go into the face. We're going to draw the mouth, and it's a big circle. And it's like we're looking up to the sky, and we're trying to eat all those beautiful snowflakes. So it's like an oval or a circly mouth. And then I'm going to draw some teeth in here. And then a little bump like this for my tongue. Now we're going to move down to the sweater and the scarf, and you can see I have some examples of different scarves, or you can do a string of lights. So we're going to start by drawing parentheses here, like one here, and one on this side. It's like two parentheses. And then I'm going to follow the shape of my head and connect those lines like this. Then I'm going to come down here on the end, put your pencil here to the very end. We're going to go straight down and then over and back up. This is like if your scarf was tied into a knot, it's hanging down. All right, the next step is we're going to do the shoulders. So we're just going to go over to the side and then down, and over here over to the side and then down. All right, the next step is we're going to draw the little slits for our arms. You're going to come up here and down. You want to bring them over here about 2 fingers apart from the ends. 2 or 3, if your fingers are smaller, 3. Okay, and over here. So now I have my sweater shape. So with your sweater, you want to decorate your sweater however you like. You can do stripes and patterns like you see here, or maybe you can just draw something on your sweater itself and do different designs on it. So maybe you want to make your sweater into something special and unique. That is up to you. And during the winter time, everyone wears nice, big, chunky sweaters. So think about what you might like on your sweater. I'm going to add some stripes to mine to give it a little bit more detail. You don't want just one thing in the middle. Try to think of something else you can do to add some emphasis. And if you want, you can also decorate this as well. All right, so the next step is we're going to go ahead and outline this with our black marker, and then erase some of our pencil lines. So I'm going over all my lines carefully. And if you make an oops, don't worry about it. Just try your best. I know I always do in my artwork, but I am trying the best I can. So you can go ahead and go over all of your lines. And then again, afterwards, once you're finished, you can go ahead and erase your pencil lines. And I might go quicker than you, so please don't rush. You can always hit pause on the screen to finish yours, and then hit the play button again when you're ready to go. So I'm just about done here. I'm trying to carefully go over my lines. Okay, and now I'd come in with my eraser and erase all those extra pencil marks, because those will definitely show up when we do our color pencil. So if you don't erase it, you're going to see them. So let's go ahead and erase. Make sure we get that out of the way. All right, so now we're ready for our next step. So our next step is we're going to color in our little character. I'm going to color the inside of the mouth in black, and then I'm pretty much done with our markers. We're going to use color pencils or crayons, whatever you have at home. We're going to do the background in color pencil. And then actually you can add some marker for the snowflakes, whatever you like. So we're going to go in now with color pencil or crayon. I sometimes like to use crayons because I think that the waxiness is nice and bright and shiny. So at this point in time, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and start coloring in the face and the sweater, and we're going to leave the background to the very end. And you can pick whatever colors you like. You do not have to follow my colors. And I recommend making a bright and colorful sweater so we can see your character pop out. So I'm going to stop right now, and when I come back, it's going to be fully colored. So hit the pause button, just hit your screen, tap pause, and go ahead and finish this coloring. When I come back, it's going to be done. Now I'm done coloring in my David, and if you would like, you can also kind of follow those black strands that we did with a color hair if you'd like to add some color to it, and it can be any color hair you want. So now we're ready to do the background. We're going to start out with a color pencil. I'd like you to get a blue and maybe a purple color pencil. It could be light blue, it could be dark blue. You can get all three color pencils, whichever you have. And we're going to start with the blue, and we're going to just shade back and forth across the top. And I like to keep my pencil on the side and bring my arm back and forth. And I'm going to try not to get it in my face, but I'm not going to worry about my hair. I'm just going to go over the hair strands because I'm doing it lightly. I'm not pushing super hard. I'm just going back and forth and trying to shade it in nice and lightly here. And once I got one color shade in, I'm going to take the purple and lightly add some purple to the background. Kind of blends it together. And I'm going to do it in spaces. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to come down here and add some purple. I'm not doing it the whole thing. I'm just kind of skipping some areas. And then if you have a light blue, you can go in light blue if you like and go over the whole thing. It just helps add some different colors because the sky is never a flat one color. It's got different values and hues in it. And if you'd like, you can even go in and lightly add some yellow if you want to make it like the sunlight and warm. But just remember, yellow and blue make green. So if you push too hard, it's going to look like a green sky. So here I added all these beautiful colors using these different color pencils, and you can use whatever you have. So for our last little step, you're going to take your markers, or you can just use your crayons, whichever you have, and we're going to do some snowflakes. I have some examples of snowflakes here, but you can make them however you like. So most of my colors you can see is like blues, and down here like greens. These are kind of cool tones. So I think for my snowflakes, I can make them just like, with blue or purple, which I might do here. Or look, you could try different colors. Like I did the warm tones, which are red, orange, and yellow. And I did some big and some small. So maybe I'll come in here and make some of the bigger ones. I like to do them like that. So I make a plus sign and then an X. And I start out like that, a plus sign and then an X. And then a plus sign and then an X. And if you want to add more to it like these, you can always just add little lines. And I like to skip every other one when I add the lines. So if I do the top one, I'm going to skip one, go here. Skip one. It's almost like the letter V. Skip one, go here. It's like I'm making the letter V. And really, snowflakes, we don't know what they look like. They all are different. So really, you can draw them however you like. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it or the ones here. You can draw them however you like. So I'm going to make some yellow ones. And I don't really see the yellow ones too much. So I'm doing my plus and my X, plus and my X, making them smaller. And then I'm going to go in maybe with some of my orange, plus and X. And again, you can do them differently. You can do more or less, bigger or smaller. And you can also add things for it. So at the end, you'll have a bunch of snowflakes, and hopefully it'll be nice and beautiful and colorful. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.